Today, we're going to be talking about the war in Ukraine and Putin. The topic is Putin will never see prison. My name is Hakeem Brown, and this is Pop City Culture.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother. Welcome to the most listened to international podcast around the world. Hakeem and Reggie Brown are two young African-American boys speaking the truth. This is Pop City Culture.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, my people. I know y'all love me because I am like the star of this show. It is me, Reggie Brown, the Pop God. So anyways, today we're going to be talking about, the war that's going on over there in Ukraine and Putin. Because, we got a feeling Putin ain't never going to see prison. But before we get onto that, we going to hop on to Pop City Culture by kids, for kids. So, here's my brother, Hakeem, and I'm going to pass the baton off to him. Take it away, Hakeem.
Thank you very much, dear Reggie.
No problem there, brother.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about, the war. And, of course, everybody knows what's going on. You see...
Oh, you got to hear this.
Weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 4 weeks.
Russia invaded Ukraine. And it wasn't a good thing. So he's really annihilating the place, just bombing it to dust. And we don't really know why, because he's not going to gain the love of the people, because they all hate him now. They all hate him. I mean, he's destroying their place. So what does he actually have to gain? Do you know what he has to gain, Reggie?
Be honest with you, he ain't going to gain nothing, because right now nobody likes him, nobody wants him there, and he's just destroying everything.
Yeah, true. So...
I know it's true.
Here's the thing.
It's real pathetic, but go on, because I got to hear what you got to say.
President Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, he's got his gun in hand, and he's defending the country with his people. So this is a really good guy. He's a straight up guy. He's fighting with his people, saying, I'm not going to cut and run like, in our opinion, a lot of other presidents or world leaders would do. They'd be scared. They'd leave their people and take as much money as they could out of the country live the life of luxury somewhere where there's no extradition or something. I don't know.
Dirty little leaders, man.
I mean, I have never heard of a leader.
Me either.
A leader of a country. How about you, Reggie?
I ain't never heard of anybody who stands by their people like this. This guy's a hero.
Yeah, never heard of a leader staying in a time of war with gun in hand on the front line too. Telling people, I'm not leaving my people. This ain't gonna happen.
And you know what? It shouldn't happen, because he's the one invading their country, their freedom.
So Putin
treading on their dirt.
There are a lot of hospitals and schools and people's homes, and Putin is ordering his military people to bomb them all, to kill the women and children, because they're all being killed. Obviously, we've been seeing reports of body parts all over the place. So
and it's not good.
Yeah, it isn't good. It's not good.
Nope, not good at all.
Reggie, what do you think about the war?
I think the war is terrible. I think people need to step up, the world leaders. They need to do something. I know they're talking today about helping them out, but I want to see what they do,
Yep, so, people are calling him a war criminal.
This is Putin.
Because, first of all, this war is just an invasion. I mean, he just went in there. Ukraine wasn't provoking anybody, were they?
No, the Ukrainians were minding their own business, being peaceful.
That's right, and
it was a shame he went in there,
If Putin...
What?
If and when this is all over, let's just say it gets over.
Hopefully it gets over real soon, you know what I'm saying?
People are calling Putin a war criminal.
Which he is, obviously.
I say, if he's a war criminal, so are all the... people underneath him, everybody in the military, because they should know better.
Yeah, they should,
And I just can't shake this feeling that it reminds me of Nazi Germany.
For sure.
When the Nazis, the people who were in the military were just listening to this maniac.
Preach it, brother. I hear you.
And committing war crimes and atrocities to humankind. It's sick.
Brother, it is beyond sick.
So what are going to happen to all these Russian troops? Are they going to be held to some kind of standard? Are they going to see their day in court?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they're gonna see anything at all.
Personally, I don't think, Reggie, I don't think they're going to see 1 day, 1 hour, 1 week, 1 minute, 1 second in court.
Well, brother, I agree with you.
Personally, I don't believe Putin's going to see anything. I don't think
Nope.
anything's going to happen to this guy.
I don't think anything's gonna happen either.
If he comes out of this unscathed.
He is gonna come out unscathed because I don't think the world leaders got the gall to even persecute him or anything.
Now you got to remember, we're not part of the international court.
I know why.
But I guess we're still dealing with this maniac.
Well, we were buying oil. I don't know if we're still buying oil.
Well, okay. Well, we were buying oil from him. I don't know if we're still buying oil. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think we are.
So I don't know at this moment in time if we are still buying that oil. But if we are, I mean, that's a moral thing too. You can't be buying oil, funding his war, and his war is killing innocent people. Hey, that's beyond wrong. That's just a moral thing.
Let me interrupt you for a second. I just looked it up on the internet, and it says Australia, Britain, Canada, and the United States have imposed outright bans on Russian oil purchases following Moscow's invasion of Ukraine, but members of the European Union are split. Okay.
Thank you, Reggie, and that's really good to know.
Hey, no problem, my brother.
And let's face it, when this started, we were buying the oil. Well, not we. The United States government was buying the oil from Russia. When they obviously could have bought it from who, Reggie?
Texas.
Who, Reggie?
Texas.
That's right.
Texas.
Yep, Texas.
Yeah, they got the oil. I don't know why we ain't using it.
And, I guess Biden shut down that Alaskan pipeline.
Okay, yeah, that's right. He did. Well, that was one of his promises, man. He wants to go green, But, you and I are split on that.
Yeah, so, I mean, but like I said, everybody's saying, are these war crimes? I mean, come on. I say believe what you see with your eyes. I mean, they're saying, they have to investigate. Well, would you have to investigate something like that, Reggie?
Man, heck no, I ain't got to investigate something like that,
Why not?
Because if it looks like a duck, it walks like a duck, man, it must be a duck. I mean, you're looking at it on TV, it's a war crime. Are you stupid?
Yeah, I always say if it looks like a duck, it walks like a duck, it must be a duck.
Dude, that's what I just said.
If it looks like
whatever, man.
Ukraine got invaded, if they're bombing the heck out of all these schools and innocent people,
then it's a war crime. Basically, there's no
unprovoked,
it's a war crime.
It must be a war crime.
That's right. Yep.
You really need to investigate something like this?
Nope, absolutely not.
It's like watching somebody get murdered.
Yep.
And then you say, well, we need to investigate to see if he really did it. And you got
I
it on
know.
video.
It makes no sense. It makes absolutely none.
Everything's right there.
Right on video, man. People videotape. It's on the news, man. It's all
almost
over.
like a joke.
Yep.
Because they're just not
Political joke or
not
news
taking
joke.
this seriously.
Nope.
But that's just us. I mean, we're kids. So, from our point of view, we're just not getting it.
I know I ain't getting it.
We're just not getting it. I mean, people get sent to the principal's office for less than that, don't they, Reggie?
Yeah, they sure do.
I mean, you did, didn't you?
What? Man, why you gotta bring me into this, man?
Reggie, I'm
you
not
serious.
Reggie,
You
okay.
make me
I'm not trying to hop on your case,
You
Reggie.
are trying to
okay, Reggie.
trying to make it look stupid.
Calm down, Reggie.
You calm down. Man, I'm
Okay.
getting tired of you saying that.
Let's move on, Reggie.
Yeah, you better move on. This is ridiculous, man.
Anyways,
No, I don't know, but get on with it.
people are saying,
What?
why don't the people rise up against Putin?
What you mean to say is puke face.
Reggie, you love to say puke face, don't you?
I sure do.
What is that, your favorite word?
Yes, it is my favorite word.
And all right, what else do you call President Putin?
He who must not be named. You like the little echo in there, huh?
Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, he who
Okay.
must not be named.
That's right. Mhm.
People won't rise up against him.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we don't understand why. But obviously, historically, there's a pattern, because whenever some maniac guy is in power, for some reason, people follow like sheep. And they just will not rise up against the ones oppressing them.
No, they won't for some reason.
Now, I don't know if everybody knows this. We're like black kids. And we've heard stories about our past.
Volumes of stories.
In the slavery time.
Oh, man, yep.
And I don't know if there's ever been
What?
a time
What?
where the slaves actually revolted against the masters back in the slavery time.
I don't know.
Do you know anything about that, Reggie?
No, I absolutely do not know, but maybe you should go look it up.
Hang
what?
on a second. Reggie, this is a good time to look it up, okay?
I just said look it
Let me
up.
see.
Look it up, man.
Did the slaves ever revolt in slavery times. I just got slavery throughout. Okay, hang on.
Hurry up.
North America.
Hurry up.
Okay, hang on. You know, I'm on the internet. It says here, North America, numerous slave rebellions and insurrections took place in North America during the 17th, 18th, and 19th century.
Say what?
There is documentary evidence of more than 250 uprising or attempts.
For real?
Uprising involving 10 or more slaves.
I did not know that, man. I did
Reggie,
not know
I
that.
had no idea something like that happened.
I didn't know that either, man. Man, we should do like a podcast
You know
on
what?
that.
In the next few weeks, we're gonna have to. We are definitely gonna have to do an episode on this because this is something. You know, because I'd really like to know more about it. But
Didn't I just say that?
let's get back to the show. You know, the Russians, are they gonna uprise? Because right now we are seeing people who are doing a little bit of uprising. I mean, there was there was a newscaster woman.
Her name was
Did
Marina.
you see that, Reggie?
Yeah, her name was Marina.
Tell everybody what happened.
Okay, her name was Marina, like I said, and I can't pronounce her last name, but she got on the news during a live broadcast, held up a sign saying everything's a lie. Don't believe what you hear. Russia is invading Ukraine.
Yep, and I guess she got arrested, but because she was such a famous figurehead, I mean, they obviously had to let her go. But then they turned around and said she had to pay a fine, and now they're turning around saying something else. So I mean, obviously Russia, they don't want to lose face in this. You know, they want to look like they got the upper hand. But this woman is definitely
Brave.
famous.
Yep.
So
And brave.
I guess after this, she could probably run for an office because she was brave enough to what, Reggie?
To stand up against a government that oppresses everybody and puts out fake news, man. You
Yeah,
know?
and it's people like that who rise up against
Yep.
a tyrant,
Evil.
a bully,
Evil.
a sycophant like Putin.
Puke face.
Okay,
You know what I'm
Reggie. You know, these are the ones people remember because they're the ones who take a stand. If you know, our dad always says,
Dad says a lot of stuff. What do you say this time?
if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So it is very important that everybody takes some kind of a stand, you know, and we're really glad that woman, plus there's other people in Russia who are protesting and they know they're going to get arrested and thrown in jail.
Yeah, you know, those people are just as brave too,
Now
man.
that's a lot of people too, right?
Sure is a lot of
Right
people.
there, Reggie?
Way too many people. But you know what?
Yep.
You know what?
So
You know what? Those are the voices that spark a revolution. You know?
everybody's saying who's in charge of the country of Russia. Obviously, it's Putin, and Putin right now has a lot of power, and it's scary
Man, it is very scary.
because. But the thing is, if you know, we always say if you don't like the government, maybe they can revolt.
Yeah, maybe they should. You know, they should try to do something.
You know, and if they don't think Putin is fit for office, maybe they can evolve and go up to, I don't know if it's called the Kremlin or something. What should they do, Reggie?
Man, they should take their fight to the steps of the Kremlin.
If they, if they think he's unfit.
Yep. And I mean, they got to do something. They just can't allow this sick maniac just to go around blowing up
Yep.
everything in people's land.
And if they think he is dangerous,
they got to do something. They got to do something. All the
then they
box and all
should,
that stuff.
go up there and try to revolt.
Yep, definitely.
But what we don't understand is why the military isn't saying anything.
I know, right? I don't understand this either. They're the ones who got the guns.
Because he's supposed to be getting stuff, but
Yep. And the military should be standing for the people.
now there's a lot of sanctions, right there, Reggie?
So they say there's a lot.
Yeah, I mean those oligarchs. I guess oligarch means rich people. We've never looked it up.
Yep.
Hang on a second.
Maybe
You know
I ought to
what?
look it
You know
up.
what, Reggie?
Well, you gotta look it up.
Reggie, let's look up oligarchs.
Yeah, why don't you just take my idea like before, right?
Oligarchs. Oligarchs means.
Man, don't ask me how to spell it. I don't know how to spell it.
It means a ruler of an oligarchy, a very rich business leader with a great deal of political influence, especially in Russia. It says oligarch. It says oligarch here.
Man, what you want, a cookie for getting there right?
Yeah, the way
Huh?
they were saying, I thought it was oligard with a D. But yeah, so they're really hoping the rich people can take a stand and stand up against Putin. But it looks like even with all these sanctions, nothing's really getting done because nothing's really slowing down.
I don't really know what to say about these sanctions. I don't really understand. I don't understand how they work.
You know, if we,
What? If we what?
you know,
What? Spit it out. Come on, spit it out there, brother.
Reggie, I want to say this. What if it was the USA?
What about it?
What if the tables were turned? What if,
What?
let's say, the United States invaded another country and people were upset? Mm-hmm. And what if people thought Biden was unfit and incompetent?
Man, that's a whole lot of what ifs there. You know?
Are people expected, the rest of the world, would they say you need to revolt against the government?
I don't know, man.
Because people tried that on January 6th.
Oh, here we go.
Because some of these Trump people didn't like the outcome of the election. And, I mean, they were trying to have a coup, take it over.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
And the verdict is still out on that, I guess. People went to jail.
Yep, still going.
And they had to lock down the Capitol.
Still
I
down.
think somebody died, too.
Yep.
And it wasn't a good day in America. It was a very bad day in America.
It was definitely not a good day
So,
in history.
If people like that acted like that over in Russia, what would happen?
People probably get shot over there because they don't take stuff like that.
But let's just say people lost faith, and let's just bring it back to either if it was Trump or Biden, and you don't like what the president of the United States is doing. What do? What are your options?
Well, you got to wait it out for the next 4 years, right?
I mean, do you have to wait everything out for 4 years, or can you take a vote?
I just said you wait it out, dude.
Maybe that's what we should be looking at ourselves too, just in case we get some crazy person in there like Putin. I mean, we don't want that. So far, we've had some pretty good presidents, whether you like them or not.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, they've all been pretty good. I have to say.
But I guess a lot of the world right now are saying Biden is a little bit weak, and he's not really tough on Russia.
Man, that's because they're all a bunch of haters.
And
you know what I'm saying?
it's
just haters.
Made it so Putin feels like he can do anything he wants because there's really no red line drawn in the sand.
Well, Mr. Einstein, what do you think we should do, huh?
Reggie, I don't know what we would do. I mean, we're just kids, so we ain't got no real answers. We ain't no politicians. We are not military people, but you would think the adults would have a better plan and a better strategy, especially given their age and experience, because old people should know what's going on, right?
Oh man, you calling them old people?
So
they ain't gonna be like they ain't gonna like that.
Right now,
What?
What? It's a little bit rough because in America, unfortunately, we have a lot of infighting between the Democrats and the Republicans.
That's the truth, man.
And right now, as we talk, there's a black woman who is going to be voted in for the highest court.
I think it's the Supreme Court Justice,
And looks like they're giving her a rough time. The Republicans are giving her a rough time, but let's face it.
Yep.
When a Democrat person is going for the highest court,
What?
The Republicans do it, and it's vice versa. Each side does it, and it gets sort of ugly. That's something we're definitely doing a show on that too, just so everybody knows. So you guys got to stay tuned. So we just want to say right now we have a local psychic.
Yeah, boy. Here we go.
And they have given us some information.
A lot of information. Tell it, brother.
And the local psychic wants to remain anonymous. Mm-hmm. But this is what they're saying.
Okay, go on.
Do you want to hear what they're saying, Reggie?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to hear what they're saying, Reggie?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Do you want to hear what they're saying?
Come on, man. How many times I gotta say yeah? Just get on with it. I want to hear what they're saying.
Okay, Reggie. So here we go. They're saying Putin will never see one day in court or prison.
I believe it, brother. I believe it. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah, I got a feeling that one might come true. They're also saying the military soldiers who killed women and children will not see one day in court, like the Nazis.
They ain't gonna see nothing. I don't think I'll see anything.
Yeah. I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
I got a feeling too. They ain't gonna see nothing.
I can see that. Okay, so the local psychic also said nuclear power plants will be taken over by Russia.
Oh my God, I can see that happening. I can see that happening.
Sounds like it could happen. What do you think, Reggie?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, yep. Russia will use biological weapons and government will try to cover it up.
I think that might happen. I think that might happen, man.
Reggie,
what?
I'm going to have to disagree.
What? What?
There has to be a point where you can't do something like that, don't you think?
This guy's crazy, though. He would do something. He's crazy. He'll do something like that, man?
Okay. Well, we're going to leave that open then, because you say he's going to use them.
Yep.
I say maybe not, according to the, local psychic says he will. Okay. Well, we'll have to see that one. Psychic says Putin will be losing the war, and the only thing he wants to do is scorch the earth and take out as many people as he can.
I believe he would do something like that.
To be honest with you, Reggie, that sounds like that's what he's doing.
Yep, right now.
Sounds like he's just pissed off, and he don't want no survivors.
No, not at all.
So it also says, he also said, when it comes to Putin, it's not about the war, and it's not about Ukraine. It's about making sure no one ever uses that land again, because he just wants to make a point.
Spot on.
I can see that. And he wants to ruin people's lives.
He sure does. Doing it too.
The local psychic says that Putin will pay for nothing in the rebuild of Ukraine. What do you think, Reggie?
Man, you ain't got to be psychic to know this. Everybody knows full well he ain't gonna pay nothing. Not a penny, nothing.
I don't think he's going to pay a dime, personally, myself either. I don't think so either. I think, nope, he ain't going to do it. You know what? I don't think the world's going to make him do it. They just don't. To me, it looks like world leaders just don't have enough gall.
Man, they're weak, that's why.
Enough strength.
They're weak, man. Weak.
Anything.
Nothing.
To make him do anything. It looks like Putin's like a mad dog off a leash.
He is a mad dog, like a pit bull.
The local psychic also says Putin will attack Poland.
I can see that. Yep.
I guess he'll try to invade that. What do you think?
I think he'll do it because, like I say, he ain't gonna stop at Ukraine. He ain't gonna stop.
Well, they're part of that organization, so I don't know if they're gonna do that. But they said if countries are weak, and they'll do nothing when Poland gets attacked off the outskirts. I don't know, boy. We're gonna have to come back and see. Oh, here's a good one. The local psychic says Alaska will be put on alert for invasion from, guess who, Reggie?
Russia, obviously. That's what we're talking about.
That's right, Russia.
You know? Yep.
It says China will be in a beef with North Korea.
Yep, I see that,
They
brother.
say gas will reach $10 and more by August.
I see that, man.
Now,
Yep,
that'd be a shame.
I believe it.
Because will gas go down?
Nope.
Oh, wait a minute. Local psychic says, yeah, it'll go down during
Say what?
the elections in November. Okay, so let's call this. Right now,
what?
gas is almost $5. So let's see in November if it'll be even cut in half. So also says in the fall, Corona will be back and masks will go back on.
Man, I hope not.
And
What, got one more?
local psychic also says we will not be opening up any oil facilities in the United States, and we will still buy our oil from overseas. And Biden will blame everything on Trump.
Because it's true, man. It's all Trump's fault, man. I'm telling you, it's true.
Reggie, everything ain't Trump's fault.
And how do you know, man? How do you know?
You just love saying that. It don't even matter.
Man, you shut up.
In anyways, the last thing
What? What's the last
the
one?
local psychic said was
What?
keep an eye on Iran.
Man, that's a no-brainer, obviously.
So-
you know what I'm saying?
So listen, Reggie.
What?
That brings us to the part of the show where it's what?
It is time for the words of wisdom. Yeah, baby. Take it away, my brother.
I sit in a world and can see evil happen, and still people do nothing. If a man or even a woman was being attacked, we would come to their aid. That is just human nature, or is it? We always say that we are better than the common animal. Animals don't have freedom of will, or a rationale, or a mind, or even a soul. But I just don't know anymore. There's something I'd like to say. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing. I mean, listen, I'm just a kid and one of many in the world. I don't think that we are doing enough. Do you know when I close my eyes at night, all I see are the cries of all the Ukrainian kids screaming as the bombs blow them up to nothing. They are in what I thought was a safe zone. But apparently it wasn't safe enough. And you know what? Those images in my head, I can't get out. It keeps me up at night, sobbing. I feel so helpless. I wonder if that was me and another country invaded mine, what we would do. What would we do as Americans? Would we take it? Or would we just die? Like I said, the only thing necessary for triumph of evil is for good men, no, good people, to do nothing. There is no use in talking about the news on here anymore because it's the same old thing. Nothing ever really changes. Will things in the world ever change? Will we as the human race ever evolve? Will we grow up? I don't have the answers. Do you? Do you? And those are my words of wisdom.
Thank you for those words of wisdom, my brother. I'm going to tell you, I don't have the answers, but what I do have is a baton to pass off to you, so you, my brother, can close out our show.
I want to thank you for joining us here on Pop City Culture, and thank you for making us one of the most listened to podcasts around the world. Remember, everybody, our success is your success. You can download our past podcasts and enjoy them any time of the day, morning, noon, or night. I'll see you next time here on Pop City Culture, where we give you 3 cups of sunshine and a pinch of attitude. And as always, be kind and affectionate to one another. Remember whose you are. Peace.
Yo, man, my brother's sitting there saying Russia could invade the United States. Man, I don't know. They could invade Puerto Rico, Florida, and I mean, Alaska's right there. It's right there. I hope we got some people over there guarding it, man, because my brother's not making me feel too safe. You know what I'm saying? Well, until next time, all right. All right.